That's how I
How
knew.
long you think you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody and y'all not having sex?
Not even not having sex if it's not good.
I mean,
I was in a
it,
relationship with my ex, and she didn't like giving head.
that's why she your
I
ex.
hate it, and I loved her
That's why
too.
she's your ex.
I know. That's
Yeah.
why and I loved her too, man. And I just,
Can I have some more wine?
It's yeah.
That's
it
how I
just
feel.
when she wanted a kid, I was like, I'm out.
Hell
I
no,
can't.
because now
I
I'm
can't.
stuck
I can't.
forever,
And then
and you still won't.
I can't
You
because
know,
you
like-
like head.
I got some.
Right.
like when you try, they're a good person, so you trying to stick it out, but
Nope.
it's like,
I don't know nothing
like
about it.
Forget that.
that's what I'm trying to do, because he's such a great person, but the sex is just not it. And I
I
don't know
thought
how
he
I
was
can say.
busting.
He's no. I like
That's who come to
experienced
get
men.
you?
Is he
No.
You like
Yeah,
who?
yeah.
You rushing us
Experienced
for
men.
somebody that don't even give you good
Is he-
sex? No, I'm
is he
just
coachable,
playing.
He's like willing to learn, but it
If
ain't
they
even.
care.
See,
It's not
this is what I'm
nothing.
talking about.
It's not
That's
nothing
what
to
I'm talking
learn. It's not nothing to learn here. It's just like if you cannot stroke it, then you can't do anything.
what I mean.
I can't teach him that.
You can't?
No, I can
Yes,
teach
you
him how to
can.
talk and
Yeah,
other
you
things
can.
like that, but I
If he
can't teach him how to
cares-
move
if he
his
cares
hips.
about how you feel with
You know,
about the
Valentine's Day
physical
is coming up.
relationship.
Exactly.
Book like
So hold
one
on,
of those
hold on,
sex
y'all, hold
dungeon
on.
things.
You saying that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Expound on
Women, she said experience.
that. Mm-hmm.
Women like men
Mm-hmm.
that are experienced. Women tend to like whole phase men.
No, I like
Or-
older men. Well, yeah.
Oh, let me
okay.
finish.
I like older men.
Let me
yeah.
finish. Let me finish. Either
26,
current
26.
hoes or retired hoes, right? Retired hoes are typically a little older. They done been out here, they done did their thing, but they still have the characteristics that most women love. Because a man can't be a hoe, sleep with a bunch of women, unless he has a lot of the characteristics that women love. He got charisma, personality, he might have finances, height, looks, all of those types of things, right? That most women look for. So when a woman
Excuse me.
comes out here and starts dating, they typically want men that are retired hoes instead of men who can't be hoes. Because only a small
You
only
feel like those are the only two options?
no.
Okay.
It's I have my own theory on
Okay.
on men. I say it's four types of hoes, four types of men. All right, you got your
Like I
current.
wrote a book.
I got a book. My book is coming out. My book is coming out. I wrote 2 books now. But so we got the current hoes. Those are the dudes that's out here sleeping with a bunch of women currently. You got the retired hoes. Those are the dudes that's a little older. They lived that life, got
Ready
that
to
out their
settle
system,
down.
so now they're a little more ready to settle down. You got your dudes that can't be hoes. That's about 60-70% of men out here. They short, they out of shape, lame, no money, no personality, socially awkward, that type of
But
thing.
they want to be hoes.
They want to be. All men want to be hoes. And then you got the fourth one, which is they're gonna be a hoe. So you got some men that's gonna come into their own as they get older. They gonna not be fat no more. They gonna get in the gym, get muscles. Women gonna start being attracted to them. They gonna start making money, and then they gonna start to garnish more attention from women. So those are the types of men, and most women don't want the guys that can't be hoes, because those dudes they gotta teach.
So there's no
They gotta-
such thing as like a family-oriented man who
Yes.
learns to
The
be.
ones
Yes.
that are down,
They-
that already been a hoe. Them are the
But
ones.
what
Well,
if they haven't?
Yeah, but I got
Like
you.
you're
I
talking
got
about
you.
like high school sweethearts.
I just talked about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the dudes that can't be hoes, because every man wants to be a hoe. I don't care because that's why you got guys right now that imitate Drake. They imitate Chris Brown. They not imitating Carlton from Fresh Prince. They not imitating Urkel. They not imitating dudes that's. They not imitating guys that's lame. They imitate men that's hoes.
Like
Why?
Future.
Yeah, they imitating guys like that. Why? Because women like those men. So the guys that cannot be hoes, they out there. It's plenty of them. Most women, they just not on most women's radar. So most women walk right past them.
So I always talk about this. Y'all got to think about it. Women only think about the men that they're interested in, right?
Of course.
Y'all don't think about the men that y'all not interested in. So let me ask y'all all this. On any given week, let's say if 10 dudes tried to holler at you, how many of them do you think you give your number to or give them a chance? Out of 10.
I'll give 2 my number, but
Maybe. All right, so that's 20%.
2.
What about you?
I would agree, like 1 or 2.
All right, that's 10%.
Same on it.
Exactly. So that other 80-90% of men are the ones that we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
They family
don't-
oriented.
Yeah.
They want to get married.
Yeah.
But when you look at him, he your height. You like, dude, what's
Right?
going on
when
here?
you're 5'2", everybody's taller than you.
But I'm saying, it's dudes
Hey.
out
It
there
don't
that's
matter.
5'2", or they broke,
Or they lame.
or they lame,
Mhm.
they socially awkward. They don't know how to really talk to a woman and deal with a woman, or they don't know how to hit them moves
I mean,
when it's time to get down.
I'm
They
not
don't
What's
know
that?
what to
Hit
do.
It's
those
so hard.
moves.
I'm not gonna
You
disagree
only
with
get
you.
like out of your type of men that you want. You might get looks, but you're not gonna get sex. You might get sex, but you're not gonna get looks. It's like something that's always missing, and I just hate it so bad. Like,
And but see, with the whole phase man, a lot of those things are there. With the whole phase man, a lot of times you gonna get the charisma, you gonna get the look, you gonna get the dick, you gonna get the finances, you gonna get a nice. That's why they are so highly sought after. Even the retired whole phase man, those are the best
Is the retired
ones.
hoe phase the most desirable to women?
Yes,
Yes.
those
Yeah.
the best men
Yeah,
for
I
women
would
to be
agree
with.
with that because personally, that's exactly what I said to my ex. He's 10 years older than me, and I said, "Thank you, Jesus, I didn't meet you in your young."
maybe I'm
phase.
just gonna
I
say
didn't,
with
I didn't want
my
to meet him.
my little young Glenn shouldn't teach him because like these older men, them be the ones. But everybody want them and just so hard.
Well, that's an issue that most women are having right now. We had a podcast about it.
Everybody want to unk.
Well, yeah, I mean, because
But you know why though, right?
you gotta be different.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. Oh,
But-
please don't say that, girl. I don't
But
like
see,
it.
here's the thing. Y'all have to remember. Y'all remember growing up, right? What did they always tell us? Girls do what? Mature,
Faster than men.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a girl, y'all grow up, y'all be the same height from 8th grade for the rest of y'all life.
Oh my God, that's
You,
so true.
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
the
Like
same
y'all get
size.
there, y'all by 16, y'all are a woman, so to speak. Boy's still growing. He's still learning. He's still doing this, that, and the other. That's why SMV
Yeah.
or sexual marketplace value,
I need
you know what I'm
to see a
saying,
full
is
beard.
very different. So when you look at, let's say, a 18-year-old boy and an 18-year-old girl, y'all about right here. 21-year-old woman, 21-year-old man, right? 25-year-old woman, 25-year-old man. But then it starts to slow down. Y'all come to almost a screeching halt when you get to about, 30. And then the man he
go on.
continuously grows.
Yeah.
Now, a man, when he reaches his peak, is probably 35, 40.
Yeah.
He starts to peak. He starts to become a man. He becomes more desirable. He wasn't desirable at 21 because he ain't have shit. He ain't know shit. He couldn't do shit. But now you get that brother that's,
Yeah.
salt and pepper in the bed. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So he talking about the sexual marketplace value is basically what he explaining. So it's like this: the things that we desire most in each other come at different times in our lives, right? And a lot of women have a problem with this because as women get older, their sexual market value on the dating market declines, right? For instance,
I hate
the
this
things
part of
that
panels
men-
when it goes here. I hate
no,
it.
the things that women value in men, a lot of women that actually want something serious, you want stability, you want security, financial security and stability, right? And you want maturity. When do those things typically happen for a man?
30 and up.
When he's
30 plus.
statistically, it's like 35 and up
Yeah,
for a
35
man.
and up.
Maturity, I think that I just seen a study the other day said a man don't fully mature to 43.
Oh,
Right.
my God.
So, but my point is, the older he gets the things that women are really attracted to and look for, right? What do men look for in a woman?
Looks.
Looks, shape,
Purity.
and purity, right? You're your best looking when you're young. Typically, you're in your best shape when you're young, and you have less trauma when you're young. By trauma, I mean relationship trauma.
Yeah.
So the things that men look for,
Is
and the
younger
things,
women.
yes, the things that men look for typically happen more when she's younger, and the things that women look for typically happen when men are older. That's why when men are young in their 20s, they sexual marketplace value is in the tank. Like, don't nobody really, the women date older. The women they age at 20 years old is date men that's 28, 29. Because he a little more established, he might have a job and a car and all those things. A 20-year-old still staying at home with his mama. He's still working at the grocery store, bagging groceries. So it just changes as he gets older, whereas you all's kind of decline, and women feel it too because they lie about their age. Don't ask a woman her age.
That's
Why are
disrespectful.
you asking a woman her age?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to tell you, you got on all this stuff. You getting BBLs and you got the trainers and everything to try to look, younger and compete with the women. So that's just what it is. So
You
women
don't
like
feel like
experience.
that's like a little bit of a shallow like perception?
It don't matter
It's real.
because that's
Sure.
the reality of.
Yeah, we didn't choose
But
it.
what
Yeah.
if she's tell me again, there were 3 things that you said.
Beauty,
Uh-huh.
fitness,
Uh-huh.
and then purity. Like,
So
Fire.
what if she's dumb,
Yeah.
though? Like, does that matter?
Not really.
I guess it all depends on what the dude is looking for at the time.
Right.
Like, it just ain't a blanket thing. Like, oh,
It's-
she's young, she's pretty, and this and that. Like,
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
surface.
just
It doesn't matter.
it's
if
just
you
a
could-
starter pack.
Okay, got it.
You know,
Like-
that's the
I
surface
was like,
level.
because to me, the most important thing is, do you vibe with the conversations? Can you?
Yeah,
can
that-
you
that
stimulate
comes
each
later.
other?
Look. Let's
That
keep-
comes later.
Okay.
It's like a guy. If a
Sure.
guy worked at McDonald's, he 38,
Mhm.
right? He was a fry guy at McDonald's. He making $45,000 a year, right? And he's 5'2". Most women gonna say, no, absolutely not. But he might be a great guy. He might have a wonderful personality.
And
y'all
that
might
conversation,
vibe.
and
that
he's smart.
conversation might be great.
Mhm.
But you gonna be like, the conversation ain't gonna matter. Why? Because he ain't doing it with himself financially like that, as a grown man should at 38 years old.
Sure.
He's small, like pick a struggle. Right? Like pick a struggle. That's what women gonna say. So it don't matter if you got great personality and all of those things if you're completely out of shape. If you're not very attractive. And if you're young, like, it ain't gonna matter then.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's always like, what's the drive, right? Like, this is kind of an exaggerated example, like the McDonald's person, right?
Really?
But like, my question, when I'm looking to date somebody, my question is, what are your goals? What's your drive? What are you working for? And maybe that's not something. Maybe I want to
But-
build a nonprofit that I'm not going to make a bunch of money from.
But let me ask you this.
Right.
Let me ask you this. How do you get on that date with that gentleman?
How
does
do
he
I
have-
get on a date?
Yeah, you saying those are questions that you have on the first date. But how do you get on that date with him? Doesn't he have to fit a certain criteria for you to date him?
I just have to have a real interesting conversation.
No.
And
No.
what
What
if
is
you're
that?
like-
You ain't got no physical?
He don't have to
no,
look.
he has to be clean.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying.
That's true.
What does he
You
look
gotta
like?
get there.
You know what I'm saying? What is there's
Finances.
certain things. If
Women
But that's
look
why I
for-
think Ari and I being here is very interesting today because we talk about finances a lot, and all the men that we date,
They're not going to match.
they're not going to match us.
and that's-
financially.
Yeah.
Okay, but are they broke? Like, I don't want to say
No,
broke.
they're no.
Okay,
they're not,
but
they're
they ain't
not.
matching you financially.
No.
Cool. I mean, most women, like, if you make really nice money as a woman, your dating pool shrinks
Yeah,
tremendously.
exactly. So we've opened it.
Why
Because-
does it shrink?
Because women are naturally hypergamous by nature.
Wait, say
Right.
that
What
again.
does that mean?
Hypergamous. It means that you look for a man that's above you. That's why women
okay.
look
he has
for
to be
men
stronger.
Yeah,
He has
stronger,
to be
taller most
he has
times,
To be,
make more money.
Make more money.
Sometimes
You know?
they want them bigger in
Mhm.
weight or whatever the case, bigger than them. Sometimes depends.
So why do successful women date bums then?
Oh, that's
Uh,
very true.
dick a lot of times that'll do it.
And then also the pull.
Yeah.
If he's
I understand.
attractive, but he don't necessarily have to be a bum, right? A bum is a stretch, but they really have no choice because again, like in the video that we show, because women are hypergamous by nature. If you make $100,000 as a woman, and you want somebody to match you, as you said earlier, they don't match me, right? Like I said in that video, you eliminate 85% of men just off
Yeah.
finances.
Yeah.
So now you have 15% to choose from, and half of that 15% is
But
married.
that's why Ari and I were real about it in
Cool,
the sense that
and
we
that's
know that it's going to
But-
be not common to find someone
Right.
to match
Well,
you.
but you also let's go
In
back
that way, in that
not
way.
only that, let's also go with what are you looking for, right?
Right.
What type of man are you looking for?
Like Ari was
'Cause
saying,
you were
like,
pretty-
a good man.
No, you were
But
pretty.
I was
You were pretty
laughing.
specific
I know.
on the type of
And
man
what
that
was
you were
that?
looking for.
But in my
That was
tone,
he had a question.
What was that?
Oh.
What was
They're like
oh,
Asian
in my
women.
tone and what I said to his
Mhm.
message, which was, it's like not common for me to be able to find as an Asian woman a black man who makes 100,000 that can match me.
Okay.
So, but I've already taken that on the chin. I know that. All the dates that I've been on, they're not.
So he got to make 100,000. I mean,
No,
not
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
100. He got to be black. You like black dudes?
I've never been with a white dude. No.
Okay. Okay.
Or
Oh, look at
Okay.
Asian.
So for black men, 17% of
I
black
know.
men make $100,000.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's a tough pool that you
Exactly.
fighting in.
Exactly.
That's all.
So that's why, to his point of what other qualities am I looking for, is that
Mhm.
finance is whatever. That's off the table. Like, I already know
As long
what
as
it
he's
is.
doing something.
As long as he's doing something
Okay.
and being a good person, has a great work ethic,
Mhm.
I really don't care what you do.
Mhm.
You know, as long as you treat me right. That's honestly where I stand out as far as like what I'm looking for in the dating pool.
Okay.
And that's why I said maybe potentially I know I'm always the oddball out, right?
Mhm.
So I'm kind of like used to it. So that's why it was funny when
Mhm.
I saw your post, I was
Mhm.
like laughing at it, like
Okay.
Where do I fit?
me trying to find that is gonna
Mhm.
be like, listen, I have a lot of friends, and so it's just like it got broken down. If black folks are like 13% of the population,
Mhm.
then you cut that in half by gender, you know, that's 7-8%, and then you cut that in half again by how much they make, da da da. I already know the odds that I'm going against.
Mhm.
So it's like I've done my homework, I've done my research, I already know the lay of the land.
Mhm.
So by that knowledge, I know that what I'm going against in the dating world, I need to give it grace, and I need to pick what's
actually important.
important. And to me, it's like I can thug out anything with my dude when it comes to finances. Are you going to treat me right? Are you going to be good to me? Are you going to hold it down? Are you going to be honest? Like,
Well, and
those
that's-
types of things.
So that's one thing that like I've had come up, right? Like
You had who?
I've had that come like I'm in a director role and I own 2 companies separately from that, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So between that, I've had it come up where it's like obviously if he doesn't match you financially, you're not going to be happy. That's not at all the case, because what I'm looking for is not for a man necessarily to provide money for me. I don't need that. What I want is somebody to provide emotional stability. I want somebody to be, you know, intellectual about the conversations that we have. I want emotional intelligence from somebody. I want somebody who actually cares to get to know me instead of seeing what I have and what I am.
Right.
You know what I mean, on the outside. And so between all of that, like I've had people that do feel, I think, intimidated by, you know, the financial piece when that's not even what I'm looking for.
Right.
Okay.
And to me, it's like so many men think that if a woman doesn't need them financially, then she doesn't need them, period. That's not the case.
Let me ask you this.
Because they said that women who make, you know, who's successful doesn't listen. They don't listen. They act like they don't need men. They're too independent.
But do you want your woman to only be with you because she needs you financially?
It's not about
No,
finances.
it ain't.
I would say it's not
Sure.
necessarily finances. My thing is, and to your point, y'all got to remember, when you come in as this boss chick, so on and so forth, how do you carry yourself in that relationship?
Right.
Is that something that you say every other moment?
You would never know.
You know what I'm saying? Is that something? Is that something that you speak up on? A man doesn't want to feel like he's not needed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? If you feel like if you're showing me, you ain't even got to say it. But if you're showing me, oh, I don't need you, I can do it myself, then fuck you. I don't need to be here. That's what's gonna go on in his
no,
head.